Hi everyone, welcome to my table. Today I'm sharing a recipe that I've been making every week. A soft oatmeal bread that is great for toasts and sandwiches. A delicious bread for every day, but can also be made special. If you want to know how to make this easy bread at home, then keep watching. Assemble all the ingredients. After that, it's just a matter of putting all of them into a large mixing bowl. To start, oatmeal, whole wheat flour, brown sugar, salt, unsalted butter, honey, and hot water. Mix it all up and let the ingredients stand and mingle all together and cool down. Once the mixture has cooled down to a lukewarm temperature, and make sure to test it because you don't want to kill your yeast, add half of the all-purpose flour to the wet mixture, followed by the instant active yeast. Get the mixing started with a spatula. Then, if using, transfer to the stand mixer. Mix on low and start adding the rest of the flour to the dough. Total, you could need up to 4 cups or 630 grams of all-purpose flour. But it really depends on how your flour is and the condition of your house. Add the remaining flour in half-cup intervals. You'll want the dough to pull away cleanly from the bowl after about 5 minutes of kneading. In total, I added about 3 3/4 cups of flour to this dough that will make 2 loaves. Once the dough is tacky but not sticky, you can remove it from the bowl. I like to pull it into a smoothish ball and leave it in a covered bowl to rise until it doubles in size. In the meantime, let's make a spread for one of the loaves. To melted or softened butter, add sweetened condensed milk, brown or white sugar, and cinnamon. Mix it up and put it into the fridge to stiffen up. Take this time to prep the loaf pan by spreading butter all over, so the bread won't stick to it. Also, it'll taste nice. Once your dough has risen, punch out the air and get it out onto a flat surface. Shape it into a ball and cut it into 2 equal halves. I like to weight them to be precise. Take 1/2 and let's shape it into a classic loaf. Super simple. Just roll it out into a rectangle that has the same width as the length of your loaf pan and start rolling. Make it tight and pinch the ends and edges to close. Then put the cylinder into your prepped loaf pan. Loosely cover and leave it to rise again. For the other half, let's make it special. If you have a Pullman pan like this one that's got a sliding lid, great. It's super non-stick, so no need to grease it. Again, roll it out to the same width as the pan and spread our chilled cinnamon mixture all over. Of course, feel free to toss in some raisins for that classic cinnamon raisin taste. Roll tightly as before and pinch the ends to close. This time it's even more important because we want to keep all that goodness on the inside. Now put it into the pan. Push it down slightly and shut the lid. This will not be open again until the bread is done cooking. Leave both loaves to rise again for another 45 minutes to 1 hour in a warm, draft-free place. Once that's done, brush the top of the classic loaf with milk and sprinkle with more oat flakes. Then into a preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius oven for 30 to 35 minutes. You'll know that it's done because the tops will be golden brown and the smell of sweet cinnamon oatmeal bread will be wafting through your home. Turn it onto a wire rack to cool before cutting in. This is a hard but necessary step, otherwise you might end up with gummy bread. When it's cooled, give it about 30 minutes or so, slice it up and you will have an amazingly soft, slightly sweet, healthy oatmeal bread. As good as it is right now, I love it toasted with butter the next day and the next day and the next day. But how about the other loaf? Let's open and see. The tin did its job and our brick of bread comes out great. Again, make sure to let it cool down before slicing in. I love how the cinnamon swirls contrast the straight edges of the loaf. And the cinnamon butter adds an additional richness and sweetness to the bread. The exterior is a bit more chewy from baking in the closed tin. Both ways are so good and easy to make and should be added to your bread pantry. As always, go to yunsfamilytable.com for the full written recipe. Please like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next time.